Welcome back to my channel, finally with a new video after a long break since the last posting. Today we start again by fulfilling a promise I made some time ago. In fact, we are going to discover the Beaxst II program from Athlean X, a platform that we have already talked about under different circumstances, and I leave the videos in the description. I have tested this program, so I'm ready to give you my impressions, comparing it also with old school iron and other plan designed for muscle development. Ready to get started? Let's go! To begin with, the correct name of the program is Beaxst II with the X after the A, standing for Athlean X. The training plan is designed primarily to add muscle mass, but also for athleticism. On the other hand, I don't think it's the right choice for those who want to tone their bodies, perhaps losing weight. For these needs, Athlean X offers better solutions, as do other platforms such as Center and Nike Training. And I've also talked about the latter two in previous videos, which you will find in the description. More generally, Beaxst II is not recommended for beginners. Better to start with a minimum of training and a good mastery of exercises such as barbell squat, bench press, and so on. However, to make the plan more accessible, there is a choice of 3 levels. Here you can see them. And 3 levels of difficulty and intensity directly in the workout. So you will open the workout and you can choose between basic mode for those with less experience or fitness, beast mode for those with good muscle tone who perform the exercises correctly, and total beast for those who wish to squeeze out all the energy. You can see them. Let's come to the most important aspect. Beaxst is a PPL type workout, an acronym that stands for pull, push, legs. And the protocol, plain and simple, will be just that. The first day you pull, the second you push, and the third is dedicated to the legs. On the 4th day you rest and the cycle begins again. So pull, push, legs, rest. Pull, push, leg, rest. And it's very, very simple. PPL training stems from extensive studies that have shown the effectiveness of sessions that focus on multiple muscle groups and specific movements. Splitting arms, shoulders, chest, and so on still exists and can be effective, but to think of completely isolating one muscle is impossible. We know it now. Consequently, the idea is this: as long as we are working this area, I don't know, the upper body, involving certain muscle, why not optimize the training itself? Initially, I was very attached to rigid subdivision. As I tried PPL and gave myself time to adapt, because you will need to adapt, I must admit that I began to appreciate the concept. When you finish a workout, you feel that you have worked more efficiently and completely. Personally, I have noticed improvements in definition and the growth of certain muscles, in particular, such as the trapezius muscle. While at the performance level, I've raised the weights and intensity in virtually all exercises. So before investigating this program further, here are a few important notes. Let's start with the cost, and is yeah, 95, 97, 98 dollars, and it's in line with Athlean X other products. The duration of the plan is 3 months, and you will have access for life, so you can then repeat Beaxst II as many times as you wish. And the meal plan is included, and if you want to learn more, check out the master video about Athlean X, and you will find it in the description. As we said, the duration of the plan is 3 months. As usual with Athlean X, each month we change the routine by raising intensity and difficulty. The first month, I have to be honest, disappointed me a bit. Coming from old school iron, I was used to a certain level of intensity that I didn't find here. Or rather, it was quite difficult to push myself to the limits. So, first month, however interesting, is pure PPL, as you can see here, pull, push, legs, with 1 day off, rest and recovery, and 3 days of training. So, work, 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 rest, work, 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 rest, and so on. The sessions alternate to avoid too much repetition, thus changing some of the exercises. So in pool A1, you will find different exercises from pool B1, while it will be different from pool C1. So don't worry, you won't be bored. The second month raises the level and introduces heavy and light workouts. As you can see here, heavy, light, recover, light, heavy, light. We will then find ourselves doing, for example, pull heavy, followed by push light and legs heavy, or different combinations, like here, pull light, push heavy, and legs light. And the goal is obvious, to raise the intensity, but give the right amount of time to recover. Let's go to the third month, and it puts the focus on beating previous records. As you can see here, is a triumph of beat your totals. In fact, in some exercises, we will be called upon to decrease the number of sets while still achieving the same number of repetitions as the previous time. Talking about Beaxst II is a bit complicated because it's the program itself that is complex. This is what I liked least about it overall. Too many calculations to do and things to keep in mind. So let's look at some of the workouts to get a sense of what to expect. And we start with month 1, I don't know, legs C2 workout. And here we immediately encounter acronyms such as RPE here. And this is rate of perceived exertion, and RIR, reps in reserve. All concepts are explained, as you can see here, and also in the instructions and in the phase explanation. There is a huge video, so this is not the problem, but it takes a moment to understand them and connect them to the sensations that one's body conveys. For example, reps in reserve should be the number of reps we feel we can still do at the time we stop. So here, RIR 1 means that we should stop with still 1 rep in reserve, and then we would come to failure. However, it's not easy to understand this without the right experience. Maybe you have 2 reps in reserve, or maybe you haven't 1 reps in reserve and you will fail. Let's move now to month 2. Here there are fewer difficulties and you only need to calculate your RM for many exercises like here and here and here. And Athlean X includes a handy calculator that helps a lot, although it will certainly not match the exact figure, but it's not a problem. So let's see this calculator. Okay, I use metric because I'm more comfortable, but you can use imperial. And let's say that we did 90 kilograms, 5 reps at the bench press. So the calculator is telling us that we can do just 1 rep max at 102 kilograms. And also there are the percentages and old school iron percentages and the estimated reps and weight. So with these numbers probably you can do 10 reps at 78.5 kilograms. Or if you will encounter an exercise that say do at 80% of your 1 rep max, okay, my 80% is 81.5 kilograms. So this is a very useful tool and I recommend you to use it. So now let's go to the month 3. And here there is a protocol that I liked, namely the 40, 30, 20. That is 2 exercises, 1 and 2, of 20 reps each on 1 muscle. No sets, they are to be defined. You can do the 20 reps just in 1 set, in 2, in 3, in 5, it's not important, okay? And then when you finish this, you can move on to the 30, same protocol, but 15, not 20. And then same protocol for the 20, but 10 reps. Okay, so in short, between percentages and acronyms, you can lose your mind. Some will appreciate the scientificity, while others will struggle to adapt. If you are a person who looks more at substance and doesn't like the scientific approach, Beaxst II is probably not for you. Most of the exercises require little equipment. A bench, dumbbells, 2 pairs are best, a barbell, enough weights, a mat, a pull-up bar, and elastic bands are essential. And unfortunately, lat machines and cables would also be needed, like here, underhand lat pull-downs. This thing left me annoyed already with old school iron. I say that because at the purchase they talked about basic equipment, mentioning just bench, barbell and so on, but not mentioning lat machine and cables. And we come to the final question. Is Beaxst II worth buying? With the right starting considerations, yes, because the program is of the highest quality. The abundance of numbers, percentages, and combinations is not just there to cause us headaches, but is designed precisely to get us to the best possible result. Beaxst II is perfect for those who want to increase muscle mass and have time to devote to training, even calculating about 10 minutes before you start, intended to study what you will have to do that day. If you have a gym with lat machines and cables, I would say the situation is really perfect. We are saying our goodbyes, but not before dropping a little bombshell. A video dedicated to Arnold Schwarzenegger is on the way. And small spoiler, I tested his old training program after a long research on books and websites. So how is it gone? Follow me and find out. Bye bye.